Hello everybody and welcome to my channel. I'm Coco and I have this spooky and delicious dinner planned for my family, and I know you're gonna love it too. And it's a creepy meatloaf hand, and it's so good because on top of that it's wrapped in bacon and it's keto friendly. So we're all gonna enjoy this really cool Halloween dinner. So come with me and let's do this on CookLove. So you heard me say bacon. We're gonna wrap this meatloaf in bacon, which is gonna make it just that much better. So then we're going to put it on a bed of mashed potatoes, and I'm going to make a side salad because that's what I'm gonna be eating, and with it instead of the mashed potatoes. And so this is a very versatile meal. You can make it keto friendly or you can add the extra carbs that other people like. So let's do this. I'm so excited. It's Halloween time. Yay! I love cooking for my family during this time because like you could do like just different things, and you know, they're just going to be excited to see it and they're going to get in the spirit and stuff like that. So yes, Halloween is here and I am here for it. Hey guys, so these are the ingredients that you're gonna need. So exciting. Okay, so I'm gonna use 2 pounds of ground beef, and I have this 80-20. Wait, you know, that'll work. Then we're gonna put some Parmesan cheese in it and some egg to hold it together. I'm gonna also chop up a bell pepper really finely in there. It tastes so good in there, and plus it'll give it that little red element that I'm going for because it's, you know, spooky severed hand. And then we're going to stuff it with some ham and cheese. Any cheese will do, but I'm gonna use this today. And wrap it in bacon, so it's gonna have like that charred kind of like mummy-ish look to it. Okay, and I'm not gonna put onion in it. Normally you would, but I'm gonna put it on the fingers and for its wrist and stuff. So we're gonna see how that comes out. Now in that, you're always gonna put this really fun word stuff, Worcestershire sauce. That always goes in meatloaf. And then I'm not sure, but I might use ketchup for the blood element, maybe tomato sauce. I'm not sure yet, but you could use barbecue sauce, whatever you like, but we're gonna see about that. And then of course, I'm gonna put it on a bed of mashed potatoes. So this mashed potatoes, you're gonna need potatoes, of course, some chicken broth, some milk, and lots of butter. And then obviously the spices you're gonna need: garlic salt, onion powder, garlic powder, and pepper, and all that good stuff. So let's do this. I'm so excited. Okay guys, so we're probably gonna cut about 1/3 of a cup into the meatloaf. And so I'm gonna really finely chop this up. Really finely. But it's gonna show some red going in it when you chop it open. So that's gonna give it that extra little fun visual thing going on there. So it's about 1/2 of a bell pepper, a big red bell pepper. And I'm just gonna chop this little baby up like this. I just want like a fine dice. And meatloaf is so easy to make because it's just like ground beef, and then you can do so much with it. And this is perfect because you don't have to put any breadcrumbs in it. The thing that holds it together is the egg and the Parmesan cheese. Ooh, I missed that. So now let's put all of our stuff together once this is chopped, okay? Okay, so now we're gonna put in our ground beef into our bowl. And then we're gonna let's wash our hands. And get ready because you're gonna have to wash your hands again after this egg. Okay, now we're going to put in all of our other stuff, which is about 1/2 of a cup of parm. See that? That's what's like the other part that's gonna hold it together. And then we're gonna put in this red bell pepper that's diced finely. Normally I put in onion, but since onion's gonna go in the other part, I'm not going to. I don't want it to be too oniony. Okay, and then we're going to add our spices. But first I'm gonna give it a good little mix, wash my hands, and then go and put in our spices, okay? So once this is all mixed like this, we're gonna get ready and come and stuff it after we put in our spices. And this is just gonna give it another little ooey gooey layer when you cut it open. And the family's just gonna love that. So after this is all mixed up, we're gonna go and get our spices in there so it's nice and tasty. All right. Okay guys, so we're gonna get ready to season this. We're gonna put in some of the Worcestershire sauce, probably about a teaspoon. Then we're going to put some garlic salt, about a teaspoon of garlic powder, and a teaspoon of onion powder. We're gonna crack some pepper, of course, in here. Probably about a 1/2 teaspoon. Okay everybody, so here it is. It's all ready to go. We're gonna mix it up really good, and then we're gonna get ready to shape it so that we can stuff it, and then shape it again so it can go in the oven, okay? Okay, so we're going to put all of these flavors in here together. You want to make sure you don't add too much salt, because remember that Parmesan has a lot of salt in it. It's already like a really salty kind of cheese, so you don't want to overdo it. And so now that it's all nice and mixed, we're gonna get out our cutting sheet that we just used, and we're gonna shape it so that we can stuff it, okay? And I'm just going through here and making sure that it's all nicely mixed. All right, and we're gonna get this cookie sheet out, and we're gonna put our meatloaf here. I'm going to save some of it because we're going to save some of it to make the fingers out of it. So I'm just gonna loosely get enough that I would think would be like a few fingers. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you want them to be kind of big fat fingers because they're supposed to be like, you know, a monster hand. If you end up using it, you could just put it, don't use as much to make the fingers. You can always put some back or like add it into it. So the rest of this I'm gonna do like a rectangle. Okay. About a foot long. All right, now we're gonna come back, get our cheese and our ham ready so we can stuff it, okay? So I have this regular sharp cheddar that I'm using, and it's gonna be about a cup. You could use it grated or like, you know, just slice it like this. It was frozen, so that's why it slices like this. Or you can use, I've used provolone and prosciutto, and so any cheese is it's up to you. But then I'm just going to put it, I just put it down like this. So it's usually about maybe 4 to 5 slices of cheese, but with this I'm just gonna do it like this, nothing crazy. And then I'm gonna get some ham, and prosciutto is usually like thin like this too. And so I'm gonna put maybe like 4 slices of it. Five. Okay, and we'll set that aside. And then we're gonna come here and we're going to roll it. So I'm just going to go like this and roll it into this like a meatloaf, but then I'm gonna start shaping it into like a hand. So I rolled it into a meatloaf. Now we're gonna start making it into like a scary hand, okay? So now that I have it in a roll like this, we're going to shape it on here so then we don't have to move it after that. And so all I'm gonna do is I'm going to put some foil down, and it's gonna have its own grease that comes out, so you don't really need to grease it. And so at this point you wanna just be careful and just pick it up. And then we're gonna start kind of shaping it into a hand or a claw or something. And I'm gonna make it like this. So I'm going to just shape it. And I'm going to flatten. You could do a lot with it, so just, you know, just picture what a scary hand would look like. And that's all I'm doing. See? I'm gonna wash my hands and move the camera so that we can see how it looks on top. Okay. It kind of looks like a foot. Oh my god. Okay, so seriously, this looks like a toe. Oh my gosh. Okay, but we're gonna go with it. We'll see how it ends up. I think I should have made the parts like scarier, bigger, longer, like that. So it's very forgiving. Let's just go with it and see where we end up. Okay. Ooh, that's neat looking. The kids are gonna love this. I can't wait for them to see it. They're gonna get so excited to have this for dinner. So, okay, I took some from the sides, and now we're gonna make this into a scary hand. Okay, so I'm gonna make this foot squattier and make this into more of a wrist. Okay. Ooh, yeah, that looks better. Okay, I like that. Because we want this to be like the skinny part, like if it's, he has a long, like his wrist, okay? See, there we go. There we go. Okay, I'm a sculptor now, guys. And then we're going to attach his hands, his thumb. His thumb is actually gonna go, thumb should actually go down here. There we go. Ooh. And don't forget, this is gonna shrink up because it's gonna bake, so. But you want it to have its digits like this, so that when you lay them on the bed of mashed potatoes, you can tell what it is. Okay, so there we go. And then we're gonna come over here and we're going to, ooh, that looks so good. I like that. There we go. Okay. So does that look spooky to you guys? Ooh. Now we're gonna get our nails on here and our wrist. Okay, so that's what's coming up next. Get our nails on here and our wrist. Okay, so that's what's coming up next. Okay guys, so this is the part where we're gonna make its onion fingernails and wrist. So I'm going to just peel it. I'm gonna do it fast because otherwise I'm gonna start crying. All my makeup's gonna come off. Ooh. I don't know why this one is so. Alright, we're gonna peel this sucker. If it ever lets me. It's really, it's obviously a fresh onion. Okay. And so we're gonna peel this guy off, and then we're going to need to make a little part so that it could go in its wrist right here. All right, and then we're going to also make its fingernails. So I'm gonna cut off a piece like this. I don't know, maybe 2 or 3 layers. Because I should have used like a small onion, but I'm just gonna peel all these layers back. Peel all the layers of onions back, and then we'll figure out how we're going to make its little fingernails. Okay, we'll be back. Okay, so I cut it down to basically this much of an onion, and then I'm just going to stick that part in here because it's supposed to look like a bone sticking out. So I don't know, we'll see how it turns out. But the last time I did this, it turned out great, so we'll see. And then now I'm going to just cut a piece of onion, get a piece of onion. I'm going to cut some nails. So we're going to go like this and put it down like it's getting its claws Ooh, girl, look at you. Nails all looking good. And I'm just going to do it any which way. I'm not really. Okay, and so once I do that, oh God, that does not look like a nail. Okay, so might take a few tries, but let's keep trying. See? Does this kind of look like my nail? Oh my God, if this turns out good, it's gonna be really cute. The last time I just did regular old nails, like just like a fingernail, and it turned out really cute. So this one's gonna be a diva monster. Okay. Oh, look at that. That looks really cool, guys. So now we're gonna get some bacon. We're gonna preheat the oven to like 375, and then we're gonna get some bacon and wrap this monster. Oh, look at that. Do we match? Right? Oh, cute. Okay. Okay, so I'm using this thick cut bacon. It's the one that I always buy, so I always have it. And I think I'm going to just randomly cut it and put it wherever I think it looks. I'm gonna kind of, you know, and it's probably going to shrink up a little bit, but that's kind of part of the whole thing. I don't know. We're gonna see how it turns out. But I'm gonna give it like a mummy-ish monster kind of look. And I'm probably not gonna cover every little bit of it because I kind of want it to look like tattered. So we're gonna just use our creativity. Okay, so now we're going to maybe just put a little bit over here. That looks pretty good. And then once it's bakes, it's going to shrink up a little bit. And I think it's gonna have that little tattered look that we're going for. So let's see if I should probably put one more strip somewhere. And then make it kind of like, I think that's it. So I think I used like about 4 pieces of bacon. And the thin bacon actually might be better, but I don't know, we'll see. So we're gonna let this, okay, I like this, okay. I'm probably gonna put some on this finger, and not on all of them, just on a couple of them. And see how this works. All right, so as soon as the oven is preheated, we're gonna come back and we're gonna get started on our mashed potatoes. So I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna put this in as soon as our oven is ready to go. But look how cool this looks. Mmm, spooky. Okay, everybody, we're gonna get started on the mashed potatoes. This is pretty self-explanatory. We're just going to do about 6 potatoes. And the way that I do them, which is like this easy way, so that they get cooked really fast. And just remember, we have to drain out the starch. So I'm going to peel it. And then I'm gonna just roughly chop it into the pot. And then you cover it with water and boil it until they're tender. And that's the easiest mashed potatoes on the planet, and they're delicious. Okay? Okay guys, so here's the potatoes, and I want to show you how tender they are. And then now at this point, we want to drain them, because that's all starchy water. You don't want to use that water. And I'm going to let these cool a little bit before we mash them, maybe like a couple minutes, so we can get all of our stuff together, okay? Okay guys, so right here, we're going to just mash them really quickly, but like not overly too much, because you don't want to make them starchy, and that does that. So you want to just mash them up. Normally I use a ricer, but I didn't feel like getting it out today because it's just a few potatoes. But if I was to do like a big batch of potatoes, like say for instance for Thanksgiving, I will use my ricer, because I end up doing like a huge pot of them. Okay, so that's all that I'm gonna do to these. And then I'm going to add some butter. I think I'm just gonna, it's about a half of a cube of butter. Okay, and we're gonna just put that in there. And we're gonna add about a cup of chicken broth. And about half of a cup of milk. Okay, and then we're going to just mix that in, add some salt and pepper, and then we're good to go on our mashed potatoes, our quick and easy mashed potatoes. Look at that. And you can always add more of chicken broth or whatever that you want to do to make it to the consistency that you like your potatoes. Okay, and now I'm going to add my salt and pepper. Look at this. Oh, okay. So some of its fingernails didn't make it, and some of the cheese came out, but that's okay. Oh, look at, you could totally tell what that is. Nice. Spooky. And then we're gonna put, so I'm gonna take some of this stuff off, and then I'm gonna like dress it up, and then I'm gonna come back and show you while I'm doing that. But I'm going to mess with it a little bit, only because I want to put some tomato sauce on there and stuff. What we're gonna do now is we're gonna do the little finishing touches on it, which is I took off some of the like the fat and stuff that came off, and a couple of the nails. Well, this nail's kind of a little bit charred, but I'm just taking a knife and I'm just going along the edges, because I'm gonna end up just using this. If I take it off, I'm afraid it's gonna break into pieces, and I really don't want to do all that. I already have a mess to clean up. So look how cool it looks though. I mean, it's never gonna be perfect, so just be forgiving of yourself and just try and fix it, which is what I'm gonna do right now. So I'm gonna put this up so you can see it a little bit better. Can you guys see it? I'm gonna put it on a different thing. Hold on. Okay, so right now this just looks like a jumbled up mess, but we're gonna fix that. So I got our mashed potatoes, and I'm going to just be an artist right now, and I'm gonna go around everything, and I'm basically, this is like highlighting it. Everybody's gonna just love how this looks. And so here I am, just going around it. You could see already it looks delicious. I can't wait to cut this up. And I am going to use a little bit of tomato sauce, just because you want to have that like bloody look to it. through here. I'm not gonna be too worried about it being perfect. Believe me, any kids that have this for their dinner are gonna love it. They're gonna feel like they're so excited. Look at this nail, it actually really So here we go. Ooh, okay, that looks good. I don't know what the heck. Okay, so I'm just going to go all the way around it like this. And fill this in. This is the fun part, guys. It's like a severed monster paw. Ooh. Oh my god, these mashed potatoes are so good. All right. Now we're going to clean this up a little bit and put some blood on it. Now I have this little tool here, and I'm going to just kind of go through here and try and get it off of its claws. I really don't have a specific way I'm doing this. I decided to do claws, you know, even though before I just did fingernails, so you can totally just do big fingernails. And then here's the bone that's coming out from his wrist. Okay, and then we're gonna fix this part. Whoa, that's gonna look so cool. Now we're gonna get our tomato sauce, and I'm going to put it on there, and then I'm gonna stick it in the oven for like 5 minutes just to warm up the tomato sauce, okay? Okay, so I'm gonna put a little bit where the onion is, and then just kind of put it randomly on the paw. And then I am gonna put it under each of his fingernails so it looks like blood. And plus it'll highlight the fingernail. And just very, I mean, this is literally like maybe a tablespoon. And that looks great. Okay, now we're gonna put this in the oven for like 5 minutes and pull it out, and we're gonna look at it and get ready to taste test, okay? Here's the severed hand. Close up. This onion is not really highlighted, but that's okay. So we're gonna be ready to eat. I'm gonna go and set this on the table, and then I'm gonna show it to you guys, okay? Okay, so here's our spooky setup. I got this from the dollar store, and I just threw it on here, and it looks so cute. So I'm gonna go get our severed hand. Stay tuned. Okay, so I'm gonna put my little heat things down, and then here is our severed scary monster hand. The kids are gonna love it. And I'm serving it with this Caesar salad. And you know, I'm gonna like toss the salad with this slice. And here we are. Here's our extra special Halloween dinner. And look, he's all ready to eat. And the kids are gonna be so excited when they come out here to see this. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. I know that I am always excited for Halloween time. So I hope you enjoyed this and I hope you try it. It's super easy. Once you try it once, it's meatloaf. You know you can't go wrong. So now I'm going to cut it and I'm going to show you what it looks like, okay? Okay guys, so all of the ingredients are going to be in the description below and baking times and all that. So let's cut this guy open. Monster hand. So I'm gonna just cut a slice like this. Ooh, you don't even see it. Hold on, let me bring this here. So this. All right, so we're cutting this monster hand. We're gonna slice it. And here's the bacon. And here's a slice of it with the ham and cheese. And see how it has like little red specks in it. You could put more tomato sauce or ketchup on top, whatever you like. But we're gonna give this a taste test. Okay, here it is. And it looks delicious. Yep, it's perfect. Perfect to go with the salad, with the mashed potatoes. Your family's gonna love this. You gotta give it a try. And then here's that ham and cheese in the center. If you like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe, and come back and see me again because I'm gonna do another Halloween video coming up. Woo! And it's gonna be really, really cool and new stuff that I've never tried before. So stay tuned and come see me again on CookLove. That monster, he's yummy.